I'm Vinayak Satpute. I'm a co-founder and CTO at TerraBlue Climate Tech in Pune. Before starting my venture in Pune, I was working with the global banking organization for over 13 years. I am married. I have an 8-year-old son. And in my personal interest, I'm very passionate about the environment, the sustainability, and I'm a long distance runner as well as a long distance cyclist.
Awesome. So, Vinayak, have you always been a sports person or athlete throughout your life, especially your cyclist journey that I have heard about?
No. Actually, during my school days, I played many games, Kho-Kho, Kabaddi and cricket, as we all do in India. But during my engineering days at COEP, I did not play much. And during the first initial years of my IT career, I had pretty much neglected all types of sports except watching them on TV. And that had built to a lot of lethargy in myself, and it started creeping on me.
That's unbelievable. It doesn't look like that you have never been a fitness or enthusiast sports person. What changed? How you got into long distance cycling or long distance running over the period?
So before I talk about cycling, let me tell you what I realized during the initial IT years. So I had to change something, and that was a wake-up call because the lethargy couldn't let me perform to my best abilities. So the first thing that I did is started paying attention to my exercises, and that made a good change in my life. I ensured that I exercise at least 5 to 6 times a week, and slowly I also understood that only exercising is not going to help. It is very important to pay attention to your diet also.
So Vinayak, we were talking about what especially you meant by diet changes. That is one, and I would like to also understand how in combination with exercise and diet it really matters.
Sure. When it comes to the exercise, it is not right that you do only one type of exercise, and same thing holds true for your diet also. Only one type of a fancy diet like keto doesn't really help. What you need to have is a thorough understanding of what your diet consists of, what are the bad factors of your diet, and then cut them down in progression. Your body is used to some type of exercises and diet, so over a period of time you need to achieve to that state of getting a balanced exercise with a balanced diet.
Now another interesting thing comes to my mind when you say about this. From my personal experience, I know this is very disciplined. It requires a lot of discipline to follow all the things that you said. So how does it work out? You are an entrepreneur, you are running a startup, you have a family. So is everybody in your family follow the same lifestyle? That is number one question. Number two question is, how do you manage to find time to do all of this while running a startup?
It is hard. It is certainly hard, but what really matters is if we don't follow a workout regime, then it won't let me pursue my own passions on sustainability. So that realization itself keeps me motivated to find time to exercise. So typically I choose either early mornings or in the evening times to devote to my workouts. On weekend mornings, you would usually find me on Pune-Lonavala stretch on my bicycle. So as much as the free time you get, grab that opportunity and then do your workouts. It doesn't matter if it's morning, evening or afternoon, but try to stick to a routine. And pretty much everybody in my family is also exercising. There is an inherent likeliness to follow these routines also.
So man, also I caught something caught my attention that you said you are passionate about sustainability and cycling, and do you also combine the two, meaning your passion for sustainability and cycling? How do you squeeze this in your day-to-day life?
So cycling is a personal passion, but when I'm working on a startup on sustainability, they are actually pretty much one and the same thing. I am doing what I believe in doing in my regular life also. Cycling to my workplace helps me cut down on my emissions, which would have otherwise been caused due to using any vehicular emissions. So those are actually connected, and I believe that if everybody starts using such environmental friendly options for their commute and transport, then our environment would be a much better place.
Vinayak, I know you are an accomplished person. Now I'm asking this question only from your fitness journey standpoint. What has been your biggest achievement so far? Given that you had become, if I can use the word fat and lethargic at certain point in time, what has been your biggest achievement so far?
It is true that I had been very lethargic and overweight However, I consider myself fortunate to meet many of my friends who had kept me motivated, participated with me in my journey. My family was supported, and not very long ago I completed 240 kilometers ride on my bicycle from Pune to Pandharpur city. Before that I had done a few half marathons, and I keep working out at least 5 times a week.
So 240 kilometers, that was a one stretch?
Yes, there were 240 kilometers Pune to Pandharpur, one stretch, and I did that in 10 and a half hours.
Wow, and that was your personal record?
Yes, that was my personal record.
So what's I realize that you are a goal oriented person, so what's your next goal? Again, I'm asking more from a fitness standpoint.
That's a tricky question because the goal is actually staying fit. The other goals are just milestones that keep coming along the way. But one personal goal that I hold very dear to myself is I want to finish one marathon with my son when he grows 16 years old, which means I have to stay fit until he is old enough to run a marathon with me. And the other goals are keep working out every week.
All right, Vinayak, one last series of questions. This is going to be fun. These rapid fire questions about your health and fitness practices. Let's put it that way. Cycling or running?
Running.
Cycling with your kid or cycling with your wife?
Both.
All right, continuing the rapid fire questions again. After your half marathon, kanda bhaji or salad?
Kanda bhaji.
You have worked in many places. Which is your best city to work? Hong Kong, London or Pune?
Hong Kong.
Vinayak at the age of 90 years, beer on the beach or trekking on the mountain?
Trekking on the mountain with a beer in hand.
All right, Vinayak, one more question before I let you go. If you have to advise people about, let's say you have to give three advices to people on what they should do, especially on their health and fitness journeys.
Sure. Many people complain that they don't have time for exercising. My first advice would be is prioritize your health and then you will find time. There's nothing called as a time management. It's about prioritization. So if you value your own health, you will make time for exercises and the right things to be done towards your health. Number 2 is pay very close attention to your diet. Your metabolic health decides how healthy you are. So the more attention you pay and take conscious decisions, you will be more healthy. And number 3, have a good sleep and try to manage your stress. If you follow these simple tips, I think everyone can be healthy.